Yo, it's your boy Mark Scott, aka the Caramel Poppy, and this is Caramel Poppy Gaming. Hold up. Now listen, we got an article from The Verge, alright? Sony is reportedly remaking The Last of Us for the PS5 as it chases big hits. Okay, now I don't know how to feel about this. Okay, let's get to the article and then, give I'm gonna give my opinion on this, alright? I'm not a PlayStation owner. I mean, my brother got a PS5. I tried it out. It's alright, but I'm gonna get it to this. So basically, Sony is reportedly working on another remake of Naughty Dog's The Last of Us. The first released in 2013 for the PS3, followed by a PlayStation 4 remaster in 2014. The latest version of the game is intended for the PlayStation 5 and would reportedly feature the gameplay and graphical improvements introduced in 2020's The Last of Us Part 2. Bloomberg reports the remake status is a part of a broader reorganization at Sony's first party development studios, which are struggling with the conflicting goals of the company's desire for larger blockbuster scale projects from its major studios and the smaller, less lucrative passion projects from its smaller teams. The Last of Us remake is one such project. The remake was originally started by Sony's Visual Arts Service Group, an internal team that largely provided support work for art, animation, and development to Sony's other studios on bigger projects like Spider-Man or the Uncharted games. But the Visual Arts Service Group aspired to work on its own games and figured out lower cost remakes of popular Sony franchises would be a good place to start, leading to the rumors last year of a secret new Sony studio in San Diego. But Sony reportedly largely ignored those efforts and has tentatively approved the Visual Art Service Group remake project, but refused to give the team an expanded budget for the remake. The project was then moved back to series creator Naughty Dog, where it's apparently still in development with the Visual Arts Service Group assistant as usual. It's worth noting that all these projects are still apparently fairly early on, so there's plenty of time for Sony's plans here to change regarding if, when, or how these games are actually released. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. It was rejected instead of being tasked with helping Naughty Dog on a multiplayer project and the new Uncharted game. Ben's leadership was concerned about being fully absorbed into Naughty Dog's team that it asked to be removed from those projects. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's just get into the meat and potatoes and chicken and rice and Kool-Aid. All right, listen, man. Sony is trying to milk these franchises, all right? They're trying to get every little last dollar they can from this. If you guys remember The Last of Us Part 1, it was released in the last year of the PS3, which was in 2013. And then when the PS4 came out, they did a remaster, which made the game look better. The PS3 version was already a good version in my eyes and stuff from what I've seen. I seen my brother play it on the PS4. Now they're gonna remaster a remaster. From what it sounds, is they're remaster and a remaster. So now you can have all the improvements from Last of Us 2 in the part 1 version. Do they need that? I don't have the game, so I can't speak for it. I mean, if you never had The Last of Us, if you never played it, and you got a PS5, then go ahead, buy it. Go ahead, save your money. But I mean, you could just play the PlayStation 4 version for a very cheaper price, so to say. My thing is, if you want to do this, that's cool. I think this should have just been something that how like Xbox has, where they just optimize it for the Series X. They should have optimization for the PS5. I feel like the PS4 version should get an update, and if you have a PS5, it will recognize it, and then you'll get the PS5 version if you're playing it on the PS5, which would be more consumer friendly, so to say. It would be more consumer friendly, so to say, and it would just be, how do I say? It would just make people more happy. I feel like a lot of people online is mad right now just for the simple fact, out of all the games in their catalog from older games that we haven't heard from for years, they didn't remaster those. Or we don't have a new series. Like Jack and Daxter is also a Naughty Dog game, and that could use a remaster. It could probably even use a new sequel. so to say. You already got Ratchet and Clank coming out. Jack and Daxter, I would probably do just to see how that will, shit, I'll probably pick that one up. But I don't know. It's just, I feel like, from what it seems like Sony is running out of ideas. Not saying that they're running out of ideas, but instead of cashing in on their blockbuster games that they have and all the IPs that they have that already made money, that's proven time and time again, you want to keep remastering the same game. This is starting to look like the Skyrim effect, okay? Remember Skyrim? Yeah, that game that came out on the 360, came out on the Xbox One, it came out on the PC, it came out on Nintendo Switch. Uh, that game could run on anything, basically. Shit, I wouldn't even be surprised if they had it working on a PS Vita, working on the iPad, and, yada, yada, yada. You could probably basically run that game on a potato if you wanted to. Alright, I hope Sony doesn't make this a habit. It seems like they're already sailing with this one. And, it's cool if you never played Last of Us. Like me, I never played it. But if anything, I could just ask my brother for his PS4, play the remastered version, and then play part 2 on his PS5. Well, matter of fact, I think he got part 2 on his PS4. So, it wouldn't even. Yeah, it's that easy. Like, you could just pick up a PS4 and play it for, dirt cheap. The game is dirt cheap at this price point, you know what I'm saying? And the remastered version of part 1 is pretty good. So I don't know what other improvements you can make on it. I mean, if you can, go ahead by all means. But that's it. Sony is remastering a remaster, so to say. They're remaking The Last of Us PS5, alright? Listen, Sony, you want some news from a guy that just talks over the screen? Look, remaster an old game that nobody played before, okay? A game this game hasn't even been 10 years old yet. Think about it. It hasn't even been 10 years old yet. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in the same year as The Last of Us. Yeah, it makes you feel old right now. Okay, if we was to get a Grand Theft Auto remaster, I'll probably throw that out the window like a disc, like a frisbee, alright? We had too many iterations, not even remasters, iterations of Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And Last of Us could be everywhere, but we don't need a whole remaster. And y'all gonna charge about $70? I'm good. I'm good. Yo, it's your boy Mark Scott. If you liked the video, if you felt like I informed you and I updated you, if you have a PlayStation, if you was thinking about buying a PlayStation, do you have a Last of Us? What you thinking about buying the Last of Us? What you think about buying this remaster for $70? They didn't say it was 70, but I already, this is gonna be a $70 game just for the fact that, you can see particles and stuff like that. And, 4K, 60 frames per second. Listen, like, comment, hit the notification button so you can stay notified on more info. I'm out. Stay safe.